Hi everyone, it's me, Ophelia, and welcome to this week's episode of Gurl, Oh No, with Ophelia Oliver, the show where I sit here, I drink my beverage, and I talk to you about the things that make me go, girl, oh no. Last week, I talked to you about dating applications. This week, in spirit of St. Patrick's Day, I'm going to tell you about the time I almost died on a flight to Dublin. Last year, my friend Vanessa and I went to Dublin for St. Patrick's Day. We didn't plan on going to Dublin for St. Patrick's Day per se, but we were going to Ibiza for spring break, and we just happened to have a layover in Dublin. And we were like, oh my god, Henny, it's on St. Patrick's Day. So, we flew from Denver, where we live, to Chicago, stayed there all day. The day before St. Patrick's Day, it was a beautiful city, and I'd really love to go back. And they sell liquor at, like, Walgreens. They don't do that in Denver. So, girl, oh no, Colorado, get with the picture. So, anyhow, stayed the day in Chicago, saw that lake, it was pretty fun. And then we went to the airport to fly on Aer Lingus. Yes, that is Aer Lingus, not to get confused with the other word. Because, girl, oh no, we don't do that here. So, we board our flight to Aer Lingus. The tickets were super duper cheap, so we were way in the back row. The flight took off, it was super nice. The flight attendants wore these ugly green smocks. And they were so nice, and they all had their Irish accents. Like, top of the morning to you, I'm a leprechaun. Just kidding, girl. They weren't leprechauns. We're flying for like 2 hours in. We were asleep because it's an overnight flight, because that's how you get to Europe. All of a sudden, the plane starts shaking. All cray, and I'm like, oh, this is fine. We have a little turbulence, like, whatever. Like, it doesn't bother me that much, because I am an avid traveler. Then the turbulence starts to get a little more crazy, and then the plane starts wobbling from side to side, and I'm like, whew, okay girl, I'm good, but this is getting a lot. Finally, the seatbelt sign goes on. Why it didn't go on before, I don't know. So it goes on, and we're like, okay, this is fine. So the plane's just shaking for like an hour, shaking and dropping and shaking and dropping and shaking and dropping, and I'm like, girl, oh no, I'm gonna die. We're watching the little TV, because you know how planes have the TVs in them now? It's like nice, because like right in front of you, it shows you the distance on the map and stuff. So our plane was going from like 32,000 feet to 29,000 feet to 30,000 feet to 28,000 feet to 33,000 feet to 28,000 feet. So it was dropping and up and down and up and down, and I was like, girl, oh no, oh no, oh no. And in the midst of that, it was shaking, and it was just so scary. I thought I was gonna die. So then, we see this girl in front of us. She gets up, she looks real rough, she's sweating, her hair is all messy. She gets up, and the flight attendants come on. Attention, the captain has turned on the fashion seatbelt sign. Please remain seated. So we're like, oh, this is serious, you know? So then the girl, like, still goes to get up, and they're like, ma'am, you need to be seated. The girl's like, no, I have to throw up. I can't, I'm sick. She runs behind us, because we're in the back row. We're next to the bathroom. This flight was hella cheap. So she goes in the bathroom, and all of a sudden, we, like, look back, and we see that flight attendant get up out of her jump seat, and she's like, ma'am, I told you to go sit down in your seat. And the girl's like, no, I can't. So then as the plane's dropping and shaking and dropping and shaking, they're behind us, like fighting. And the flight attendant yanks her out of the bathroom, and she's like, no. And the flight attendant's like, you have to get out of there, and pulls her. And girl, oh no, it was the craziest stuff I have ever seen on a plane. Like, so if United did something like that, they'd be all over the news. The girl would be like, the flight attendant grabbed me out of the bathroom. So it was just crazy. They finally stop fighting, and the flight attendant, like, basically shoves the girl down the aisle. And I was like, girl, oh no, you did not just shove her. The flight attendant, I kid you not, gets all commando, and she's pushing down, walking down the seats. Bottle of water under her shoulder, like a lacrosse player or something, you know, where they run with the ball and tackle it. It's an American pastime. I think it's lacrosse. Girl, oh no, I don't do sports. So, she's walking, throws the bottle of water in the girl's thing, and hands her a bag, and then you just hear the girl throwing up, like, ugh, ugh, and it's so disgusting. I was like, girl, oh no, I wish you could have gone into that bathroom to throw up. Ugh, and in all of this, the plane was still shaking and dropping, and I was like, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. The last thing I'm gonna see is this girl getting thrown out of the bathroom by an Aer Lingus flight attendant. But then the turbulence stopped like an hour later. The plane landed smoothly. We got our meal, all that fun stuff. And then all 400 or so people on that plane clapped. So we lived happily ever after. And got to celebrate in Dublin with lots of green, alcoholic, delicious beverages for St. Patrick's Day. So I hope you all enjoyed that tale and had a very happy St. Patrick's Day this year yourself. Feel free to comment below if you have a crazy St. Patrick's Day story. Please subscribe to me above and follow me on Instagram at Ophelia00, so you can see more of me being big, basic, and busted.